That's not what this is supposed to be. Like that's not what this is, okay? Because her authority, her leadership, she was not selling from a place of scarcity. What I'm talking about when you sell from scarcity, that is when you are trying to get something from the person and it's not an even exchange because you are not firm in your own business, in your own leadership, in your own confidence. Hey, Courtney Sanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a full-time online life and business coach as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things. In fact, I feel like I'm doing a masterclass here. Doesn't this look like those commercials? Like, hi, my name is Courtney Sanders and this is my masterclass. Shout out to those of you who have any connections with Masterclass, put your girl on. I'm just kidding, but I just really love this setup. So let me know in the comments if you like it as well. But in today's video, we're talking about sales. Yes, sales. As I'm recording this, it's the beginning of the new year. I know people are gung-ho. They want to get some sales under their belt. They want to land some new clients. And it's always confusing about what to do next, right? Should I be promoting it this way? Should I be taking sales calls? Should I be hosting master classes or webinars, or what's the best sales tactic that I should be operating in? And so really, I just want to free you and kind of make this year a little easier for you, allow you to have some woo-saw by sharing with you the #1 rule when it comes to sales. Now, it's not going to be what you think, but are you ready? Are you ready? All right. This might be the shortest video because it's very simple, but the #1 rule when it comes to sales is you want to sell from a place of safety, not scarcity. Courtney, what type of esoteric stuff, girl? What are you talking about? How I make these sales? No, seriously. I cannot share enough how much sales is really about energy, your personal energy, the presence that you give, the way you come off, and people are reading you and they're trying to determine if you're someone they want to work with, not just because you say, oh, I know this and I can help you do this, but they're also looking at you like, can this person really help me do this? And they're judging it based off of your energy. And I know we run online businesses. You might think that this doesn't apply because, I'm selling on social media or I'm selling, from behind a phone or a Zoom call or something. I'm telling you, it could be the tone of your voice, the way you write text, the way you respond to emails. It's something built into human nature where we can truly pick out the type of energy that the person is really operating with. In fact, one of the books that I recommend all the time, especially if you are a single woman, is the book called The Gift of Fear. It's by Gavin DeBecker. It got really popular in the 90s because it was like one of Oprah's favorite books, but he is a private investigator. He has a whole team that is sent out to protect some of the, highest net worth families and celebrities. And, when celebrities get threats, such and such, has a stalker who tried to, climb over the shrubs and break into their home. Someone like him would be essentially called out to assess that threat. And so he wrote this book called The Gift of Fear, which again is not about business and marketing at all. It's really about how to be safe, how to protect yourself. But the book really boils down to always trusting your gut. And he talks about different instances where people didn't trust their gut and then bad things happen. But one of the things that he goes in depth in one of the chapters is this concept that as human beings, we all have this internal reader, whether we realize it or not, that is always subtly checking to see if everything lines up, right? If everything's kosher, so to speak. And so understand that I'm a human, you're a human, your potential clients and prospects are humans too. They're sensing that as well. And so they don't know what it is about you that's like off. But if you're trying to sell from a place of scarcity, meaning, oh my goodness, I don't have money, or I need to quit my job. I can't stand this. I need, right? There's gaps in my life. I need to fill this up ASAP. And I'm trying to sell from this place. Even if you think you're being super calm and you're on the phone and on the Zoom call and you're speaking to them, again, this is something that's been rooted in human nature for like millennia. People just have it and they don't even realize that they have it. They don't know what it is, but they know something's off. Something's not quite clicking. Something about this person's energy. They're saying all the right things, but something is amiss, and that usually is a turn off more than even that they didn't want your product or you're not that good at sales. I know there's a lot of talk about sales trainings and how do I follow a script and say the right thing, and those things can be helpful. I mean, I've had sales scripts that were very helpful to me and that, I share with clients as well, but none of those scripts and those tactics work ultimately if your energy is not correct. So yes, when I'm talking about operating from scarcity, it's this idea of you are selling because you need something from that client. Part of the reason why this doesn't work and why it's such a turnoff to prospective clients is because it really reverses the relationship. When you think about it, you're the one that's supposed to be in the leadership position. You are the one that is the service provider, the coach, the thought leader, the industry expert, the whatever it is that you are providing. You are leading in this arena, and the potential client is coming to you because they're saying, I need guidance in this area. I'm looking to be led in this area. However, when you sell from a place of scarcity, even on a subconscious level, you are tacitly reversing that relationship where you are saying, no, the prospect, you're the leader in this circumstances. I have something that I implicitly need from you, even if it's not stated, just in my energy. I am trying to pull something from you. I have need here, and ultimately I'm trying to put you in the driver's seat. I am hoping that you are the one that says yes. I'm hoping that you are the one that ultimately takes me up on my offer because I need this, and I am taking my authority and my leadership in this position and I am transferring it back to you. And that is often repellent to prospects because they're like, that's not what this is supposed to be. Like that's not what this is, okay? That's not what the relationship is. Again, none of this is conscious. No one's going to consciously articulate this, but this is what is happening. If someone is booking calls with you, if they're coming to you and they're like, hey, I need help in this area, or I'm trying to get this result, but they sense this like, you're trying to get something from them and you're trying to turn it where they're the ones in the driver's seat that has to essentially lead you because you have this need. It's like it diminishes your authority in their eyes where they're like, okay, maybe I don't want to work with this person because something was off there, right? They're not going to use the words that I'm using right now. Oh, her authority was off and she wasn't displaying leadership, but they're just like, I don't know, something wasn't right, And I've experienced this myself. I remember when I first quit my job and I was looking for an attorney to help me draft my contracts, make sure my LLCs and all this stuff was together. Like, it's very scary for me. I just quit my job. And so I was like, oh, legally, I need to make sure everything is together. And I remember I had 2 calls. I had one call with an attorney. Both of these attorneys were referred to me by friends and people that I had spoke with and knew what I was trying to accomplish. And so I spoke with the first attorney, and the first thing that I thought was interesting was she was eager to hop on a call like ASAP. Oh, are you available? I'm available this afternoon. It was a free call. I barely had to sign up for anything. And she was just like, okay, what are you looking to get done? Oh, you want some contracts or you want trademarks? Okay, I could help with that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I could help with that too. Or what else? Like, it didn't seem like she had, obviously she had expertise because she was an attorney, but it wasn't like she had a specialization of like, okay, here's my firm. These are the things that we specialize in. Here's what I can help you with. I was feeling this needy energy. And again, this was back in like 2016. So I didn't have the language to articulate this, but it was almost this kind of like, whatever you need, like I'll figure out a way to do it because I essentially need you as a client. And then when we got to the pricing, her prices were quite low. And she, again, was like, hey, normally I would charge, this much, but I mean, if you're willing, to sign up, I could do all that for you for this. And, the energy was just off. And so then I had another call with another attorney, and immediately, like the whole circumstance was different. It was like, hi, okay, this is my firm. This is how we work. If you want to book a call with me, you're going to have to place, I forget what it was, like a $250 deposit, just to bill for my time as we go over the things that you're looking to get done from a legal standpoint in your business. I will explain all the services that we have to offer. And so if you choose to move forward with my services, we will then apply and credit, that original booking price that you paid to the services ultimately that you go with. So I was like, okay. So, I placed a deposit, booked the call with her. We talked about everything. There was a lot of things that I was trying to do. She was very consultative of like, I know you think you might want to do this, but have you considered this? This is actually not something that we do, but we do this other thing instead because we find that, it works out better for clients. And so we recommend that you might want to consider, this direction. And very confident. It was clear that like she didn't need anything from me. I was the one that was coming to her, and she was like, okay, I'm going to take time out to let you know what it is. And now, the ball is in your court. You can take it or you can leave it. Here are my prices. Her prices were much higher than the other attorney that I spoke with, but guess which attorney I went with? I actually went with the higher price attorney because her authority, her leadership, she was not selling from a place of scarcity. She was selling from a place of safety, of rootedness, of I'm grounded in myself, in my business, in my life. I'm doing this because I want to give something, because I'm passionate about this, because I want to help people, not because I'm trying to get something. And so I've shared this in another video. I know people get this kind of mistaken because they're like, well, but Courtney, but I do need money and I do want to charge for what I have to offer. Yes, but that's not getting something, right? That's an even exchange. So if someone is coming to you and they say, I need the service from you, I need you to provide this, and you say, okay, I'm willing to provide this in exchange for X amount of dollars, you're not getting something from that person. That's an even exchange. What I'm talking about when you sell from scarcity, that is when you are trying to get something from the person, and it's not an even exchange because you are not firm in your own business, in your own leadership, in your own confidence, and it really comes across in the client interaction. So again, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my masterclass. I know this is a bit deeper than some of the topics that I get into on this YouTube channel, but if you like this, I go way more deep really in all of my programs, but especially in my program, The Next Big Name, which is really designed to help you create a thriving coaching business from A to Z, really where you can become the leader and the authority in your niche. That's why it's called How to Become the Next Big Name. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can click the link below in order to apply. If we feel like you're a good fit for the program and that the program would actually be helpful for you, because we don't want to enroll anybody that we can't actually help, then you'll be invited to a call with someone on my enrollment team and we can get you all squared away. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure you are also subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show, on both iTunes and Spotify. And if you want even more where this came from, make sure you are following me on Instagram. It's CourtneyLSanders on Instagram. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.